is a little bit tougher on your encoding process. And I usually stream at 30 or 60 frames per second, depending on the game that I am currently streaming. Audio is where things get a little bit maybe complicated for me. My camera is delayed, and I think it's due to some USB controller issues. So hopefully that won't be an issue much longer, because I am getting a new PC with top of the line USB controller on it. Right now I think I have like Aztec or something. I don't know, Azmedia. Yeah, Azmedia, and I'd rather an Intel controller on it. Anyways, so my mic off sync is 300 milliseconds to match with my camera, so that I'm not looking like I am being voiced over. Mic boost, desktop boost, this is all up to you. Depends on how much louder you want your mic or your desktop audio. The thing about how audio works on OBS is any audio you could hear over your desktop, you will also hear, or your audience will hear through OBS. So let's say that you're playing music that will be heard through your stream if you're listening to music. If anything plays on Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer, those sounds going over your desktop will go over OBS. So keep that in mind when opening any sort of audio files. I'm not big on hotkeys. Moving on to advanced, I use multi-thread optimizations. Priority class, I usually set it at normal. I use a very fast X264 CPU preset. You can make your stream look a little better if you use faster or fast, but I set it on very fast because that's what OBS recommends. They recommend you use the main encoding profile. I've never really had issues with high, but they recommend main, so you should probably hit it there. And a key interval at 2. Moving down, you don't have to allow this. This is just something I've done for making videos in the past and slowing down the frame rate. And so that pretty much, oh yeah, latency tuning 20. These are all my settings that I've used for a long time. They actually recommend 700 to your scene buffering time, but I usually have it set at 400. So these are the settings that I use, guys. Hopefully you have found this to be helpful. I know a lot of people have asked for like
Hello everyone, and welcome to my tutorial on using the OBS Open Broadcaster software. If you don't know what OBS is an open source alternative to other streaming programs like Wirecast or XSplit. It is free, it is open source, and it's currently in beta, and it is extremely easy to use well, it's not extremely easy to use. It's easy to use in my opinion. I like it better than XSplit or Wirecast, and to me it streams a lot better. Now this tutorial is going to be for the purpose of PC streaming, as that's all I have used it for so far, and that's what I want this to be for. I will do a second one for console streaming at some point if anyone's interested. Now to acquire this program, you just need to go to obsproject.com and download it from the SourceForge and install it just like you would any other program. Now when you open up OBS, you're going to be presented with this window, which looks kind of taunting at first, but just trust me that once you get into it, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Now,
you can see here that's exactly what mine is. Natively is 1440 by 900. Which is a 16:10, and I'm going to splice in some extra videos and show you how each one looks, and then that'll be it. But anyway, like I said, this is for people who do not want to have to re-encode their videos later. So you'll need two things to do this. If you ever have to cut the video, you will absolutely need something like MP4 Joiner, and you just add a video in and take your videos, and I don't remember how you do it, but just look at the instructions on it. You hit join, and then you can just upload your file directly. You don't have to go back and redo all of the extra stuff on it, and it's really nice to be able to do that, because with some of these videos, their quality is much better at a lower file size, the way OBS captures it, and when you go into an editor, you have to really encode it really high to get the same quality out of it. So then when you go to upload, you have to go back and re-encode it again with something like Handbrake to get the file size back down, and it's still not as low as it was to start with. So anyway, that's what this is for. And all you want to do for a game you already have set up, you want to come in and do this. This is the game capture window. Just make sure your game is still on there, and you just click stretch image to screen and then ignore aspect ratio, and I'll just show you how it looks after this. And this is the first setting that will be on here, and the next video will be this, and the next video will be this. So I'll splash in a screen right quick to show what each one is. But anyway, that's what it's used for, and why you would want to do it, and how you do it. And so here you go. Okay, so this is the standard in this. I was wrong about the way that it's actually set up with this one. It's actually centered. So if you notice the map bar or the compass bar is not at the top of the screen in this video, and that's because it's being cut off with this. I'm aligning the video edge that you're seeing with this pole